Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to another video. And in today's video, I am going to attempt to predict match week 28 of the 2020-21 Premier League season. Now let's have a quick look at how everyone did in match week 27. I had a pretty good week. I had 9 points, half of what I got last week. I got 18 points last week. But to get 9 points, I was pretty happy with that. 2 perfect scores. West Ham to beat Leeds by 2-0, and West Brom 0, Newcastle 0. But to be honest, I think everyone would have probably predicted that one as well. Top scorer in the comments, another fantastic score, 20 points. Reese Woods, for the second consecutive week, is the top scorer. Very, very well done, Reese. Very, very well done to you. So, as we move into match week 28, there are some very good games, and one particular fixture stands out. It is the North London derby between Arsenal and Tottenham. That is a 4:30 kickoff on Sunday. But starting things off, we have the match tomorrow, and it is Newcastle United against Aston Villa. The last 5 meetings in the Premier League have resulted in 3 draws and 2 wins to Villa. The last result was a 1-0 win to Aston Villa. Newcastle United were probably the better team against West Brom. I thought, funnily enough, I actually watched this game. I don't know why, but I just did. And I thought actually Newcastle played very, very well. I thought they controlled the game. Unlucky not to score. A couple of opportunities where Joe Linton could have played in Ryan Fraser. But, you know, the less said about that one, the better. But they're back in at St James's Park, and they definitely need to get players back, that is for sure. But a good point away at West Brom, but it doesn't really help both teams as well. Aston Villa, again, they're coming off the back of another 0-0 draw with Wolves. What you can say, Emi Martinez kept them out again. He's been fantastic signing for Aston Villa this season, Emi Martinez. And he's probably a very good one to have in your fantasy football as well. Emi Martinez, a very, very good goalkeeper. I think it'll be a very tight game, this one. I am going to go for an Aston Villa win. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to the Villa. I think Villa will win that one. Jack Grealish also returning. Big news about that. So that is good news for Aston Villa fans. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Aston Villa. Sorry. 1-0 win to Aston Villa in this one. And now we have Leeds United against Chelsea. 3 wins to Chelsea, 1 draw and 1 win to Leeds. The last result was a 1-1 draw between Leeds and Chelsea. Leeds United will be really, really disappointed with the offside decision that hampered Rafinha's goal. Honestly, it's not offside. You know, if his knee here is now offside, then I'm sorry, football's just gone, in my opinion. Yeah, it was a very poor performance from Leeds. Apart from that, they did make a couple of chances. Bamford had one that went should have done better. Usually, you would expect Patrick Bamford to score that, but unfortunately, he didn't. So. It's a difficult one where Leeds are concerned, because they're a very Jekyll and Hyde side. You just don't know what Leeds United is going to turn up, and it's going to be a really interesting game, this one. Chelsea coming off the back of a 2-0 win over Everton. Kai Havertz was probably the star of the show in that game. Very, very good performance from Kai Havertz. Werner looked quite lively as well, and Hudson-Odoi as well. So Chelsea are in very, very good form, and they're in very good form under Thomas Tuchel as well. I think going to Leeds, I think it'll be a very tricky game, but I'm going to say Chelsea just to pip this one. Going to go Leeds United 1, Chelsea 2. I am going to go for in this one. And now we have Crystal Palace against West Brom. Roy Hodgson up against his former club, as is Sam Allardyce up against his former club. Roy Hodgson managing West Brom previously, and Sam Allardyce previously managing Crystal Palace. So, really interesting game, this one. 3 wins to Palace, 1 draw and 1 win to West Brom. The last result was a 2-0 win to Crystal Palace. Now, this game earlier in the season finished 5-1 to Crystal Palace. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I think it'll be a very, very tight one for sure. But, yeah, what can we say? I mean, Crystal Palace, they lost 4-1 to Tottenham, but They actually played all right. They actually played all right. The way that Benteke got his header, very good header it was as well. Um, you know, they are limping over the line. They are very close to safety, but to be honest, I don't think they're in any relegation trouble or Crystal Palace. So I think they'll be absolutely fine. West Brom, on the other hand, though, they really need to start picking up some points. 0-0 draw with Newcastle, as I've said. Again, had a couple of chances to, put Newcastle away, but they're just not scoring goals. Yes, Sam Johnson's getting clean sheets, and that's a good thing to say, but they do need to add goals to their game. So, as I said, this game did finish 5-1 in the previous fixture. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I am going to go for a home win here. Crystal Palace 1, West Brom 0, and I think that would effectively seal Palace's Premier League status for another season at least. And now we have Everton against Burnley. The last 5 meetings in the Premiership. 3 wins to Everton, 1 draw and 1 win to Burnley. The last result was a 1-0 win to Everton. Everton coming off the back of a 2-0 defeat to Chelsea. That's only their 3rd defeat away from home though this season. So Everton had been very, very good under Carlo Ancelotti. But yeah, poor defensively again. Mason Holgate, he's not a right back. I'm sorry, he's not. He's a good centre back, Mason Holgate, but he's never a right back. Godfrey, bless him, yeah, a good OG, good OG to have that. But it is a shame. It is a shame about that. But what you can say, Everton have been very, very good. They are sitting above their Merseyside rivals, Liverpool, at this moment in time, so they'll want to stay there. Burnley, well, 1-1 with Arsenal. They were helped. I will come on to Arsenal because we will talk about their misfortune. Yes, Eric Peters should have conceded a penalty. It is a handball. But you know what? I said this a couple of weeks ago. What is a handball anymore? Nobody knows. So, going to be a very interesting game, this one. I am going to go for an Everton win. I think Everton will bounce back from that defeat to Chelsea. Everton 2, Burnley 0. I'm going to go for. And the last game on Sunday is Fulham against Manchester City. The last 5 meetings between the sides, 5 wins to the Citizens. The last result was a 2-0 win to Manchester City. Fulham getting a very impressive win at Anfield. They have joined the likes of Burnley, Brighton, Everton to have picked up to pick up 3 points at Anfield. But to be fair, they didn't really need to work for it. Liverpool were very, very poor. Fulham deserved to win. Lamina, very, very good finish. And they defended really, really well. Had a couple of chances as well. Lookman gave Trent Alexander-Arnold, Neco Williams, it was a really, really hard time on that game. So Fulham, you know what? They have survival in their sights. They're only a point now under Brighton. Brighton definitely looking over their shoulders for sure, but Fulham have got a really tough run-in coming up. So, maybe the international break might be coming, at the right time for Fulham. But we'll see as well. Manchester City, well, where do we start with Manchester City? 2-0 defeat in the Manchester derby. They were very, very poor in that game. And obviously Southampton were on the end of a 5-2 battering by Manchester City. Look, Manchester City are the best team in the Premier League this season. There's no denying that. 14 points clear. Could be, 17 before Manchester United play West Ham the weekend. But what you can say, Manchester City are a very, very good side, and 5-2 against Southampton. Very, very good victory in the end for the Citizens. For this game, I think Manchester City will go to Fulham, and I'm going to go for the 2-0 win to Manchester City. I don't think Man City will hammer Fulham. I think Fulham have been very, very good defensively. Don't concede many goals as well, which is the good thing. Remember what happened last, the start of the season where Fulham were conceding goal after goal after goal, but not anymore. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Manchester City. And now we move on to the Sunday games, and we have Southampton against Brighton, the South Coast Derby, as you would like to call it. 3 wins to Saints, 2 draws in the last 5 meetings. The last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. Southampton, very good 2-0 win at Sheffield United, starting to get a lot better, you'd have to say, for sure. But they did lose 5-2 to Manchester City. But again, that's not results that determine their season. It's mainly the teams in and around them. This is a big, big game because, as we said, Southampton, they were in free fall, but did get that win at Sheffield United, and Che Adams is on very good goal scoring form at this moment in time, so it's going to be a really interesting one for sure. Brighton definitely looking above their shoulders now. They definitely need to get points on the board, otherwise they could be languishing in the relegation zone. Fulham are in very, very good form at this moment in time, but I don't expect them to beat Manchester City. So, but what you can say about them against Leicester, they took the lead, and then I just don't know. They just didn't. They had so many chances to finish Leicester off, but this is the problem with Brighton. You know, we all say it. They should be higher where they are, but they haven't won many games, and that's the problem. And they've got a very, very poor home record, but their away record is all right. So, but I'm going to go for a Southampton win in this game. I think Southampton will bounce back after that 5-2 defeat. Southampton 2, Brighton 1. I'm going to go for, which leaves Brighton just a point outside the relegation zone. So it could be interesting, that one. And the next game is Leicester City against Sheffield United. Only 3 meetings in the Premier League. Leicester have won all 3 meetings. The last result was a 2-0 win to Leicester City. Leicester City, a very good win over Brighton, 2-1 in the end. Kelechi Iheanacho with a very, very good finish. And then I can't think who scored the other. Oh, Amartey from a corner I think it was an All-Brighton corner. So a good one for Leicester. Didn't play particularly well, but they managed to get the victory in the end. Sheffield United, you really do worry for them now. I think they're all but gone, unfortunately. So just play for pride. I think they just play for pride in this one. I don't see Sheffield United getting anything off Leicester. Leicester will continue to win. They will continue to, challenge teams at the top of the table. Leicester City 2, Sheffield United 0. I'm going to go for. And the next one is the biggest game of the weekend, without a shadow of a doubt. It is Arsenal against Tottenham at the Emirates Stadium. Very, very interesting game, this one. 2 wins to Spurs, 2 draws and 1 win to Arsenal in the last 5 meetings. The last result was a very entertaining 2-2 draw between the sides. Well, Arsenal, very good performance at Burnley, but one thing's missing. That W. They did not win the game because of an absolute howler from Granit Xhaka. I do not know what he is thinking. Yes, he's maybe trying to play the ball out to, the far side, but don't play it across your own box. I mean, Chris Wood is just standing there and it goes off his chest. He will never score. It's probably one of the most bizarre goals you will see, but it was a very, very poor clearance from Xhaka. But what you can say is that Leno doesn't have to be at fault. It is definitely Xhaka's fault, you'd have to say, for that one. But I honestly can't remember. Do not know what he was thinking. Do not know what he was thinking for that one. But very, very interesting decision, to say the least. Tottenham 4-1 win over Crystal Palace. A very good win for Spurs. But this is a very tricky game. Spurs won 2-0 in the fixture at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But Tottenham's away form, it's very weird. I think they're better at home than they are away. I will say that now. So I think it'll be goals. I think it's going to be a very good game. Both defences can't defend to save themselves. So I'm going to go for a very entertaining Arsenal 2, Tottenham 2. I'm going to go for the same scoreline as last season. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw between Arsenal and Tottenham. I think it'll be a very, very good game, this one. And the next one is Manchester United against West Ham. The last 5 meetings in the Premier League, 2 wins to United, 2 wins to West Ham and 1 draw. The last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. Manchester United, a very good 2-0 win over Manchester City in the Manchester Derby. The best start, really. The best start Gabriel Jesus fouls Anthony Martial, definite penalty. Bruno Fernandes steps up, scores, make it 1-0. And then Luke Shaw, this is the thing, Luke Shaw is probably on current form the best left back in the Premier League this season, I would say. So yeah, you would have to say that for sure. But yeah, very good one for Manchester United, and they will hope to consolidate second place. But they are coming up against a very informed West Ham, it has to be said. West Ham are in the best, they're in fantastic form. Bad thing though, Jesse Lingard will be ineligible to face his former club, which is a pity because he has been in very, very good form, has Jesse Lingard. So it's a very tough one to call because Manchester United, West Ham, this was a 1-1 draw last season. I'm going to go for United to pip West Ham. I think it'll be a very tough game for United, especially that they're playing AC Milan this evening in the Europa League as well. But I'm going to go for Manchester United 2, West Ham 1. And the final game of the match week is Wolves against Liverpool, Monday Night Football. Last 5 meetings between the sides, 5 wins to Liverpool. The last result was a 2-1 win to Liverpool. Wolves getting a 0-0 draw against Aston Villa, but my goodness me, how has Roman Saiss missed from basically a yard out? Was he trying to defensive clearance for, Aston Villa? Was he playing for the wrong side? I honestly don't know. But great ball up across goal, and he misses it. I mean, Wolves, to be fair, they are starting to pick up slowly, but it's a very, very difficult test for them this weekend because they are playing Liverpool, but Liverpool are not in the best of form themselves. Another defeat at Anfield, 1-0 against Fulham. Very, very disappointing performance, that one. But last night they beat Leipzig by 2-0, and it was a very, very good performance. And also, they played 2 centre-backs and they played Fabinho in central defensive midfielder. And they were very, very good. So Liverpool have been missing Fabinho at central defensive midfielder. It's obvious. And Thiago played really well last night as well. So, and Diogo Jota going back to Wolves for the first time as well. I think he will thrive on the occasion. Be interesting to see if Roberto Firmino makes it. I don't think he will. So Jota will probably start this one. So I think because of Liverpool's, at least Liverpool are away from Anfield, let's put it that way. But I think Liverpool will win this one. Going to go Wolves 0, Liverpool 2. I am going to go for in this one. So that is it. That is match week 28 done and dusted. As I have said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And like Reese Woods, you will get a shout out in the next video. So I will go through my predictions very, very quickly. So we have Newcastle United 0, Aston Villa 1, Leeds United 1, Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 1, West Brom 0, Everton 2, Burnley 0, Fulham 0, Manchester City 2, Southampton 2, Brighton 1, Leicester City 2, Sheffield United 0, Arsenal 2, Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2, West Ham United 1, and Wolves 0, Liverpool 2. So that is it. That is match week 28 done and dusted. As I say, leave your predictions in the comment section down below, and we will see what happens. Obviously, Sunday is Mother's Day, so whatever you are doing with your mothers, really enjoy Mother's Day as well, and enjoy the football, of course, as well. Southampton Brighton is also on the BBC. So I forgot to mention that. Southampton Brighton is on BBC One as well, so look forward to that. But enjoy your weekend. I think it'll be a very, very good one. And yeah, there is one match week next week, but there's only 4 games, so I will do a very quick video on that next week. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Have a good weekend. See you later. Bye bye.